Damn it! What does it all mean? These memories, the doctor's actions and words. Nothing makes sense. Was it real?
It's been a long time, Shadow.
Who are you? And how do you know my name?
I know you, Shadow the Hedgehog. You killed everyone I loved. My family, Maria. I've been waiting all my life for this day.
What? Me? And Maria?
Maria was like a sister to me. She was the only family I knew. And because of you, she was killed. Witnessing it all, the plan to create that horrifying evil creature. That black creature, and that insane professor who unleashed it all.
So, the professor created me with Black Doom?
You don't fool me! It's not just about Maria. Thanks to you, everyone I knew and loved was killed when the Ark was destroyed. Worst of all, my family. Finally, justice is served!
If what you say is true, then I will respectfully accept my fate.
You mean to tell me that you really don't remember a thing?
But I just need some time to uncover the real truth.
Hey, what is up ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog here, and I'm back for some more, yet again for the likes of the Maxi Toys videos. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more Let's Play of Shadow the Hedgehog for the Nintendo GameCube, PlayStation 2, and of course Xbox. So last time we actually did completely done with the second Stage 6 level, which appears to be Black Comet, and now we're going to be continuing on and moving on to the third Stage 6 level, which appears to be Cosmic Fall. In order to actually get to this level though, is the fact that you can either do the hero mission in Iron Jungle, or you can do the normal mission in Space Gadget, or you can do the normal mission in the Lost Impact. So, but even then though, that's as far as I can usually just say about the forms of the methods able to get to this level. So, but even then we'll mention more details onto this particular level. That how the fact of the matter is though, is the fact that, well, you know, if you couldn't tell already, that this music theme in the background, you could also hear that in Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, which I think I already mentioned about this in training that Let's Play, so, you know.
Look, Shadow, once our army attacks, the Ark will fall. You must hurry on ahead and get the Chaos Emerald.
And now everyone, the line you've all been waiting for.
Find the computer room!
Find the Chaos Emerald.
Find the computer room! Find the computer room!
I love that as well. So yes, as usual, 2 missions all in this particular level, so, but ultimately though, it's the fact that both of those missions, that by the forms of the Dark mission and the Hero mission, they share in a somewhat of a similarities when it comes to the objective or what have you, but the biggest differences between the Dark mission and the Hero mission is the actual level's length. So, but even then, we'll describe more about it whenever we start things off with the Hero mission first, just because, well, Vector was in this level, so even then, we're not going to bump into him until whenever we get to the inside portion, because as you can see, that, as you can tell, that much like in Central City, and especially noticeable with the Hero mission requirement in Space Gadget, is the fact that we actually got ourselves our time limit, meaning the difference is here is the fact that the whole entire place is about to collapse. So even then though, you've only got about, you know, 15 minutes to escape for this place, but even then though, I think you've got plenty of time to able to do either those 2 missions apparently though, for me though, at least.
Well, if it isn't Shadow! We got to make it to the computer room before this place collapses! Think you can give me a hand?
So yeah, for the hero mission is the fact that it's just almost exactly similar to the gold ring mission, but the difference is here is that we need to find the computer room, and I think that I'm actually going to be going for the hero mission first, so that way I could able to actually show off the dark mission. However though, I'll explain more details onto this particular point until later, because one thing I actually don't like about this level though, or actually two things I don't like about this level, is the fact that, well, aside from the music I've recognized due to Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed game, by the forms of the Egg Hanger stage, and I believe that could be same applies for Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing DLC track as well. So, but even then though, that's besides a little bit off topic for this point here. But I digress. Two things I don't like about this level though is that, for one thing, is the fact that, well, I feel like the level itself is way too slow in comparison to the forms of the previous levels because, well, as you can tell, that the main purpose of this mission or this level right here, that we need to constantly hop onto these one platform to another, and plus it's almost like a waiting game at the same time too, just because, well, you'll be spending most of your time trying to able to actually hop onto one platform to another, which even then that can get a little bit more tedious than in most of the stage 6 levels. I would say this is actually my second least favorite level of the whole game. It's most likely because of the fact that how slow it is. And also the second, and probably the annoying thing about this, is the fact that, well, I feel like platforming in this level is really nerve-wracking to me though, because as far as you already know, is that this game's controls are actually pretty damn slippery, even especially when he runs in a high speed. And to make matters even much more fiddly than ever is that if you remember from the most toughest secret levels in the, well, the secret courses, mind you, from Super Mario Sunshine, that it kind of reminds me of those particular stages, to be honest, with Cosmic 4, because as you can tell, that, as you can see, I accidentally died there, just because, well, as you can tell, that we have to go from, like, you know, one platform to another, while simply at the same time, they just keep on spinning most of the time, and in order to actually make this level a bit safer for you, well, you're gonna have to guess of where you exactly gonna land, and because this place is actually collapsing, you can't really tell of what platforms you're gonna land on, because even then, especially to make matters even much more annoying about this, is that the camera angles is actually a little bit more of a fickle point too, and because of this though, I wasn't exactly too pleased about this level, just because of the fact that, well, I do like the music though still, because again, recognized it from Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing or something like that, but it's just that it's kind of a shame that I feel like there's going to be a lot of trial and error in this level in particular, because I did have a serious amount of hard time whenever I managed to replay the game on the Xbox version / the PlayStation 2 version, because the PS2 version does have sluggish frame rate, and especially noticeable with the forms of much more slippery controls and all that stuff, and also some very collusion detection right there as well. That gold ring right there actually leads us to the dark mission, so instead of touching that, we need to hop onto the actual platform right there. This will take you upwards, so even then though, this will take you to the hero mission route. And by the way, there's also an alternative way you can able to make it for this point right there, by simply able to actually just, you know, going through, you know, the triangle jump section. But, as you can tell, I accidentally just managed to fell off from that triangle jump section because, well, I just wasn't really paying that much attention to that specific situation. But even then, that's as far as I can really say about Cosmic 4, honestly. I'm not exactly big on it, but not a big fan of this level, just because I feel like this level kind of feels a little bit slow to me, though. Well, at least it doesn't feel as overstated welcome, unlike in new forms of Black Comet to me, because in Black Comet, they have to utilize the actual saucer for the whole entire time. Now I feel like that level is almost like a maze kind of syndrome, almost like that, but even then no. Oh yeah, this is what happens if you manage to able to obtain the vacuum egg right there. It functions the same way for how it does it in the normal vacuum guns, but except the fact that it kind of reminds me like it based off from that design from Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. Is that game any good by anyway? But personally, I've already owned it for myself, so might be curious to try that out, but I wasn't really into the actual gameplay. Although it might be exactly similar to Super Mario 64, but the biggest difference is that you have to utilize the egg the whole time. Well, I did manage to test it out back in the day whenever I played the Sega Superstars game on the PlayStation 2 iToy camera game. But to be honest with you, I just think to say that it doesn't register me as much, even with the iToy camera itself. But I digress. But again, you only have like 15 minutes to able to finish the level. But if no matter what though, is the fact that if what happens if you manage to let the timer run out, just like in Central City, you have to redo the entire level. But except the fact that there's no bombs to deal with, or especially noticeable with, there's no usage of vacuum guns or anything like that. It's just basically just pure platforming. So, but yeah, you get the idea. And then as you can see right there, if you manage to find the computer room, and I believe that pretty much does it for the hero mission. So, but you have to like get closer to the actual computer itself until it counts as the actual mission accomplished.
For what reason do I exist? The answers are just up ahead.
Alright, time for the 5th boss on the Stage 6 boss fight, and another new boss type.
What is this defiance?
Black Doom, I need to know the truth. Am I the one the humans refer to as the Evil One? Tell me. I need to know.
It is true. I created you. You are a part of me.
Hey, Shadow! You okay?
If that's true, then I'll have to accept my responsibilities for my crimes. I will avenge the victims who died aboard the Ark on that tragic day.
The humans seem to have convinced you with this absurdity. Therefore, I have no choice but to kill you too.
Alright folks, here we go with another new boss type for the Stage 6 bosses. This time around though, we fight it against with Black Doom himself. So, yeah, it's pretty different from what I've used to at this point. Basically, this guy is very simple. Basically, I highly recommend you to able to pick up a gun, because that way you can able to do like a good amount of damage on him. Because even then though, every time he just unleashes his attacks, it's your chance to able to actually shot him. So occasionally though, he might actually just start to teleport into one place to another. That's the only thing you need to get used to. But apart from those side of things, it's not that bad of a boss fight, honestly. But I feel like this boss fight might take a little bit of a longer lengthy terms, because of how the fact that sometimes you need to always wait until he decides to finish his attacks. But as soon as you get to the halfway point of this health bar, on the other hand though, well, as you can tell there, you're going to be instantly built up with your chaos control meter. So because of this though, you can able to actually take him down with no sweat, especially with your infinite ammo count, as you can clearly see. And plus with the lock-on feature is actually super good, because even then though, you can able to actually take him down with no sweat. So, but again, you have to pick up the gun to make this boss fight a little bit more faster and easier, just for the sake of things.
This is what I must do for my atonement.
Alright, here we go folks, on to ending number 5.
Finally, I've got all the Chaos Emeralds.
Shadow, this isn't over yet. The Black Arms will rise again.
I am Shadow the Hedgehog, a research experiment gone deadly wrong. I've caused so much destruction. I should never have been created. This is who I am.
Hey, don't go there! Yet, things may not be what they seem. You could be.
So yeah, for ending number 5 is basically the emo ending of the entire game, because it kind of inspires about the fact that Shadow was able to actually able to cause so much destruction. He was like, well, I'm a research experiment, I've gone deadly wrong, and I've caused so much more destruction, and I should never have been created. I'm gonna kill myself. Oh. But yeah, that was the emo ending. So, I'm gonna be skipping over for the entire level because I found, I still find that level to be kind of slow. Because I'm gonna cut straight to the point and get to the goal ring instead of the forms of that computer room. So that way we can able to lead us to the dark mission at least.
Where am I from? Where am I going? Soon, the truth will be revealed.
And just to see what the different boss fights we were able to come across this time.
Shadow,
Doctor?
hand those 6 Chaos Emeralds to me, like a good boy. You were once a great invention from my grandfather's past, but this is my time. Give me the Chaos Emeralds, and I will spare your life.
Doctor,
What?
this is something I must do on my own. I must uncover the truth. I made a promise to all the victims aboard the Ark.
This is nonsense. You will obey me, or there will be dire consequences.
So this is the 3rd time dealing with the egg dealer, but it's basically exactly the same fight as you previously fight him, ever since back in Lava Shelter, and especially noticeable with the Black Comment. So, but the only difference is of course the environment change. So, but again, nothing remarkably special about it. But I will say though, is the fact that I still really enjoy Vector's dialogue about the forms of find the computer room. I still find that to be the greatest voice acting for Vector of all time, at least in my opinion though anyway, because, well, I still fully enjoyed Vector's voice in Sonic Heroes for quite a bit, like how entertaining it was, but, well, I still don't mind any forms of the current Vector's voice acting, any forms of like Sonic Free Riders and onwards, just because, well, things can get a little bit different from this point there, so yeah, there's not much else I can really just try to discuss by this point. So, and obviously today was the 24th of April in 2019, so strangely enough, it's the fact that next week we've only got into the forms of the 5th month of 2019 so far, which generally speaking, we're almost there to May, so even then though that things can get a little bit more quicker and faster, as far as you can clearly tell by this little rating and all that stuff. So, but again, there's not much else I can really say about this other than the fact that there's not much else I can really explain about more details apart from the fact that, well, I wasn't really keen on the forms of Cosmic 4, honestly, aside from the music it's been playing, but apart from that though, I just found that level to be kind of slow, and especially noticeable that it's going to be a lot of trial and error because of the forms of too many platforming syndromes like this, so, but honestly, I wasn't really keen on that, so, but even then though, at least for Lava Shelter, at least I do enjoy that level because of how the fact that you have to keep on doing a lot of rail grinding and stuff like that, which, I will admit it though, I'll give it some credit for it. But anyways folks, that concludes the Egg Dealer.
Begone. I will not allow you to defile the Ark with your presence.
And time for ending number 6, so enjoy.
Finally, I've got all the Chaos Emeralds.
You ungrateful little pest. Have you forgotten that it was my grandfather who created you?
I am Shadow the Hedgehog, the ultimate life form, born and raised aboard the Ark. I shall live on. I am the protector of the Ark. I am living proof of the ultimate life form. This is who I am.
What?
Leave now and never return. I won't allow anyone to violate the sacred Ark.
And he doesn't kill Eggman. Yeah! Funny enough, he never really kills Black Demon in these endings. I'm guessing it might be a little bit more of a good thing to do, but even one particular ending coming up. But I digress. Funny enough though, is the fact that in ending number 6, it kind of almost like a somewhat of a similar fashion for what you did where Knuckles managed to able to protect Angel Island. I'm guessing it's kind of like the same thing for here, but except that Shadow was the only one that he can able to protect the orders of the Ark, which even then though that, you know, it kind of feels a bit similar. But anywho though, by completing Cosmic Fall, once again you would unlock a different weapon, and especially noticeable with a new song you will unlock after completing that level, but again, depending on your pathway you choose, the weapon you get if you complete the Cosmic Fall, you would unlock the most ironic weapon in the whole game, and that is the Omochao gun. If you think that Omochao wasn't going to be in the game, but he is, but as a weapon. You guys should probably already know how annoying Omochao is, but even then, that's besides the point. And the song you're going to be unlocking after completing Cosmic Fall is none other than the forms of Chosen One by A2, aka Mona Lisa Overdrive, as his full name. So enjoy the rest of the music from there, and join me next time on Let's Play Shadow the Hedgehog, is that we're moving on to Gun Fortress, the next Stage 6 level, so see you guys then. Later, fellas.